Welcome to The Trend, a show that gives you the latest and greatest in trending news for the week. I'm your host, Kaylani Dawkins. On this episode, we are going to talk about Olivia Rodrigo, the MLB, and Duncan. All this and more coming to you here on The Trend. Spill the beans? More like spill your guts. Olivia Rodrigo Gut World Tour recently kicked off with a sold-out show in Palm Springs, California, where she performed all of her album Guts and Sour fan favorites like Deja Vu and Good For You. But there's been a mixed bag of reactions from the internet, with lots of people saying how amazing the visuals are, and despite tickets being very expensive, Olivia put on an amazing show that is worth the money. However, some fans are complaining that Olivia has changed and is acting very seductive compared to her previous tours. Parents are complaining that they thought Rodrigo and her music was geared towards kids and they would have never bought their children tickets if they knew that's the kind of show it was going to be. Many people are coming to Olivia's defense saying she's 21, not 18 anymore. Olivia even has a lyric in her song saying, "I know my age and I act it." Despite people's opinions, the Gut Tour is completely sold out and Olivia is rocking it in every city she plays. It's every baseball fan's favorite time of the year, spring training, and with it a controversy about the new uniforms. The MLB recently announced that they will be switching to Fanatics as their new uniform supplier, and fans and players alike were not happy. What started as complaints about the tiny lettering and the cheap look of the jerseys has since transitioned into real concerns about the transparency of the pants. It has gotten to the point where players are refusing to wear the new pants at spring training, with one player even comparing them to a knockoff version from a discounted store. Despite the MLB's efforts to push players to wear the new pants, it seems that many teams are sticking with the last year's uniforms. Fans of the sports had mixed reactions to the spring training photos, with many finding the see-through pants funny. Some users proposed ideas on how teams could use this to their advantage, while others were saying their "I told you so" to the league. Under Armour even chimed in on the controversy, posting a picture of their white baseball pants with the caption, "We got you covered." We'll have to see if the trend continues to the opening day and if the MLB will be able to recover from the amateurish appearance. America runs on Duncan, and they recently announced their lineup of the new and limited edition items to their menu. Whether it be beverages, pastries, and even breakfast sandwiches, Duncan has something for everyone this spring. One of the many new items available are their energy drinks that they like to call Sparked, which come in two different flavors, Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. They are also rolling out a bunch of different cinnamon drinks, as well as including a Churro Signature Latte and cinnamon vanilla coffee. Duncan is also in their, quote, on-the-go era by serving convenient pickups. With their new banana chocolate chip bread and breakfast empanada, so much is left in store for the spring at Duncan, and we here at The Trend can't wait to try these new items. AT&T is under fire for a recent outage of their network. Many customers noticed that their service wasn't working and were confused for several days. AT&T finally responded as the service was restored. However, customers weren't pleased with their compensation. AT&T was offering a $5 credit to people who were affected by the service, and Twitter basically erupted. One Twitter stated sarcastically that $5 was more than enough for credit when they pay over $200 for their cell phone service. Others joked around, saying that the company needed to, quote, count their days, end quote. It seems that the dust has settled for now, but we'll be tuned in if there are any more updates. Wake up, brush your teeth, open your phone, and spend the next 2 hours staring at words until you feel your brain explode. You can't possibly go to class without completing the daily puzzle game, even if you're running late. Connections is a brain game that shows players 16 different words that can be linked to form a group of 4. The game, which is published and developed by the New York Times, is updated daily to offer players a routine challenge based on findings common threads between a set of topics. The word puzzle has been a part of the New York Times games since June of last year and is the second most frequent game after their hit brain buster Wordle. Previously, there were complaints of the game being too easy in comparison to the others in NYT puzzles. However, seasoned players have seen an increase in the complexity of connections, making the game much harder and challenging. It's players to think extra hard. Fans have had mixed reactions to this change of difficulty, with some loving the higher levels of intricacy and others raging at the inability to complete it. The mental exercise have been trending all over social media, with users commenting on the long amounts of time it takes them to complete the puzzle. Longtime connectors, casual players, and newcomers alike have a new shared experience of dedication, perseverance, and a little bit of a struggle. That's all we have for this week on The Trend. But tune in next time for more of the latest and greatest trending topics.